Most men chase, most men try to impress, but only 1% of men understand the truth. There are things women crave, things they never admit, but when you master them, they feel it in their soul, and it all starts with stoic control. Part 1. Calm confidence. Over-validation. In a world where so many men are constantly seeking approval, likes, validation, compliments, true calm confidence is rare and incredibly powerful. Women are naturally drawn to men who don't need to be noticed, but still are. That's the essence of calm confidence. It's not about being loud or showing off. It's about walking into a room and owning your presence without saying a word. A man with calm confidence doesn't over-explain himself. He's grounded. He knows who he is and what he stands for. He doesn't chase compliments or try to prove his worth, because his energy speaks louder than words. He doesn't seek validation from others, because he already validates himself. This kind of inner strength is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that true power comes from within, not from external approval. When you embody this mindset, you become magnetic. Your presence feels safe, strong, and deeply attractive, because it's rare. The man who remains calm under pressure, who doesn't react emotionally, and who trusts his own path, that man stands out. And without even trying, he earns respect, admiration, and interest from the people around him, especially women. Part 2. Purpose. Before pleasure. One of the rarest and most attractive traits a man can embody is the ability to prioritize his purpose over temporary pleasure. In a world that constantly promotes instant gratification, the man who stays committed to his goals, dreams, and higher mission becomes incredibly magnetic. Why? Because women aren't just attracted to a man, they're drawn to his direction, his discipline, and the energy of focused ambition. Stoicism teaches that a man should master himself before trying to master the world. Putting purpose before pleasure is the highest form of self-mastery. It means saying no to distractions, temptations, and short-term rewards in order to build something meaningful, whether that's your business, health, craft, or character. Women deeply admire a man who is not easily swayed, someone who is centered, intentional, and moving forward. When your actions are guided by purpose, not desire, you radiate a kind of silent power that makes others curious, even captivated. And ironically, when you stop chasing validation and prioritize purpose, pleasure follows you. You no longer seek approval. Instead, people, including women, are drawn to your presence because it represents something solid, rare, and deeply inspiring. Part 3. Emotional depth without drama. Most men either suppress their emotions entirely or let them explode uncontrollably. But the rarest kind, the 1%, have mastered the art of emotional depth without inviting drama. This is what truly sets them apart. Women don't want a man who's cold and distant, nor one who's overly reactive. They want someone who feels deeply but responds wisely, a man who's emotionally intelligent, not emotionally chaotic. Stoicism teaches us not to eliminate emotion, but to manage it, to acknowledge our feelings without letting them dictate our actions. A man with emotional depth listens with presence, speaks with clarity, and never seeks to win arguments with raised voices or guilt trips. He doesn't manipulate or overreact. He communicates with calm honesty, even in the most intense situations. This kind of emotional stability is rare and incredibly attractive. It makes a woman feel safe, understood, and respected. You become the emotional anchor, not the storm. And in a world full of noise, That calm depth speaks louder than any shouting ever could. True strength isn't in how loud you are. It's in how deeply you feel, yet how silently you lead. That's emotional depth without drama. That's power, and that's what she'll never forget. Part 4. Walking away with grace. One of the most powerful traits a man can possess is the ability to walk away with grace. Not out of anger, not to punish, but out of deep self-respect. When a situation no longer aligns with your values, when love turns into confusion, or when your worth is being questioned, you don't argue, you don't beg, you simply walk. Stoicism teaches us that our peace is not up for negotiation. A Stoic man knows that attachment should never override dignity. He doesn't slam doors or leave trails of chaos. He detaches, not out of coldness, but from inner strength, because he understands that walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom. This act commands deep respect. It tells the world, I know my value. I won't stay where I'm not seen. And ironically, that's often when people realize what they lost, when your silence speaks louder than words ever could. Graceful detachment is a power only the emotionally disciplined have. It doesn't come from ego, it comes from clarity. When you walk away with your head high, your energy intact, and no bitterness in your heart, you don't just leave, you rise. And that, my friend, is unforgettable. This isn't manipulation, it's alignment with who you truly are. Master these traits, and you won't have to chase anything again. You'll attract everything meant for you. Subscribe.